WWCD 102.5, the alternative station. JoJo to the morning show. It's 8:51 now. Time for your weekly gaming report. That's brought to you by Comic Town. Remember, Comic Town is your source for comic books and more. Chuck from Gaming Nexus in. How you doing, Chuck?
Not too bad. Yourself, Joe?
Good, man. We got two to talk about today, both sports-themed. Let's do hockey.
Okay, up first we have NHL.
This may be the only hockey we get this season, so let's...
I'm going to try and do my best because, this is going to fill a big hole for a while.
It could be it could be locked out by the end of the week.
Yep. Saturday's the deadline, right? 15?
Is that, yeah?
I think so.
Yeah. All right, well, let's do this one.
So we got NHL 13, which is coming out for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Now, the EA Sports guys, the NHL games have always been awesome. I mean, for the last, 7-10 years, they've always been solid. They've been the best sports games on the market, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they always kind of find a way to take that bar to the next level. Every year, if every once in a while it's a smaller increase, but this year, what they've done is they've introduced what they're calling true performance skating.
Okay.
And so they're taking the skating engine, and it's all realistic physics now. So if you played hockey or even skated a little bit, you realize that you basically have the basics of physics, right? Force equals mass times velocity. So you can't you can't turn a corner on a dime on skates. And you could actually do that in the previous NHL game. So this year they've added it so it's more realistic. So you actually have to turn gracefully. You can't shoot at high speed. So you can't make that kind of power rush and make a sudden cut into the net.
Okay.
Very realistic. It feels really good when you play the game, too. So it feels more realistic. There's more of a natural feeling of the game. They've also added this new mode called GM Connected. And it's kind of like fantasy hockey.
Yeah.
So you and 750 people worldwide can play in various leagues. You can set one up yourself. You can play with a ton of people. And you can do the fantasy hockey thing. You can GM the team. And then kind of coach it. Or you can actually play the games. Your level of involvement can scale up and down, especially with the people in your league. So
it's like having a couple of games.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is a ton of value. The game is reviewed well. I've already bought my copy.
Okay.
I love it to death. If you're a hockey fan, this is your must-own game of the year.
NHL 13 is for Xbox 360 and PS3. The other one we have is a basketball game.
Yep, it's called NBA Ballers Beat, and that's coming out for the Xbox 360.
That's not what you put on this paper.
Oh, Beats? Oh.
No, it says NBA Ballers Bears.
No,
I would play a game. I would play a game.
It says Beats?
No, it says Bears on my page, and I have the same page.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
I would play a game that had Grizzly Bears playing basketball. You don't even have to tell me another word about it.
Wasn't that in a Will Ferrell movie?
Was it?
You played basketball against a bear?
Yeah,
semi-pro. Yeah,
yes.
you played against a bear.
Is it anything like that?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's actually Dance Dance Revolution.
Wow,
with
I'm
NBA.
so not interested in it now at all.
It's if you don't like basketball, you're not going to like the game.
What if I just don't like Dance Dance Revolution?
Well, that too.
Okay.
Or you could also kind of compare it to something like Rock Band. Because the game ships with the basketball, and the goal is to kind of bounce the ball and do moves with the ball in time with kind of the songs.
Yeah.
And so you've got everything from Missy Elliott to Skrillex on the soundtrack.
Okay.
So there's a wide range of music there. It's actually...
You don't want me to play this game at all.
I know.
Okay.
It's actually a lot of fun. If you're trying to learn some basic basketball moves, now there are two problems with the game.
No bears.
Yeah, no bears.
What's number two?
So you have to have hardwood floors or thin carpeting. Because if you have deep shag carpeting or a heavy pad, the ball's not going to balance it, so your game experience is going to go down.
Okay.
The second part you're going to have problems with is that the game occasionally requires you to do pump fakes, which requires you lifting the ball towards the TV. Or if you have valuable...
Well, this seems like it's set up for a disaster.
Yeah. It's a really cool game, but you would probably want to set up a fence around your area or something like that, because if you have loose fingers, the ball's going to totally slip out of your hands and break something. That said, if you want to learn...
Plus, Mom always said don't play ball in the house.
Exactly. It's actually a really good learning experience. If you really want to learn some basic dribbling skills, this is a good way to do it, because the game ships with 20 different moves, and you're going to learn some actual decent ball handling skills. But, again, the breakage issue and the carpeting issues are things you'd have to watch out for.
Needs more bears.
Exactly.
NBA Ballers Beats for the Xbox 360 with Kinect. All right, cool. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you.
All right, 8:55.
CD 102.5. New music.